Okay.
It's the show that sucks with your hosts Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
See the curtains hanging in the window in the evening on a Friday night. A little light is shining through the window. Let me know everything is alright. Summer breeze makes me feel fine. Blowing through the jasmine in my mind.
With special guests from around the fighting game community.
Has commentating hindered your ability to place fourth place at local tournaments?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it has. I just suck. I just don't practice anymore. It's not because of the commentary. It's more about just life in general. You know, you turn 30
Just life?
and you're like, just
You're
life.
30?
I'm 30.
Wow, you should kill yourself.
Now for your hosts, Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
Why do you always choose that one?
Because it's a great intro, that's why.
So bad, man.
What's up, everybody? It's the show that sucks, number 120. We are back from NCR, and wow.
What a weekend.
What a weekend. You know, we were, I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin.
It was so
Between fire alarms and matches getting reset and internet going down and, I don't know. I don't even know.
So,
I don't even know where to begin.
I guess we can do it chronologically. The Friday evening. No, it was Thursday evening, Friday morning at like 3 a.m. Some very intoxicated white woman pulled the fire alarm. Gibby could have stopped it.
Gibby
from
could have stopped it.
He could have tackled her, and fireman carried her off the roof and just threw her off it. But he chose to do the chivalrous thing and let her disrupt, like 200 people's sleeping schedule. Whatever, Gibby. But so we all ran down. You probably saw it on Twitter. I ran down without my shoes because I'm not gonna die. And yeah,
You really got to after that woman pulled that fire alarm. You really got a sense of who was actually in the hotel,
yeah,
which was like only FGC people.
it's like all FGC people and really confused old white people who like just wanted to come to visit old Sacramento, like drink wine or something. There's like 15 of those people, but then it was all just like FGC people just like saying memes and shit and just like going crazy and blaming like fucking Harji and shit like, outside. They're like, look at Harji's face. If you ask him what he did, it was him. Shit like that. It was funny. I thought it was funny. I thought there was an actual fire because there's so many fire guys that came. So I was like, I started to believe, oh, it's not a drill.
Well, because it wasn't.
And I didn't have my wallet.
I mean, it went on for a really long time, and once we got all the way down the stairs and it still wasn't off, it was pretty clear that, I mean, somebody was going to show up at that point.
Yeah.
And we were on the 15th floor, which is the second from the top floor, so we had to walk down 15 floors of stairs.
Yeah, Harrison just.
And I'm just thinking to myself every floor like, this is how I die. This is how I die. After that, from now on, I'm getting the second floor rooms.
Hell yeah. That's how you live. So you're a survivor right there. Unless there's zombies, then you want to be higher up. Well, then you get trapped.
Then you
There's
get trapped
always-
and you die. It's like
Tsunami?
then
Oh,
the
yeah.
building falls over and you die.
Yeah, you're right. It's always bad being
It's
up
just,
there.
it's just bad.
I'm trying to think when it would be good.
A matter of fact, I like
Gremlins.
one event. I clearly remember going up to the hostess and asking for a room on the 3rd floor, and she looks at me and she's like, "You don't want to be on like the 20th floor and like have this awesome view?" I'm like, no. I just want to have it take 5 seconds to get to the bottom floor. Cause yeah, fuck that. Especially if it's not like final round elevators where they're like bullets going up and down the floors. In the morning, you don't want to be stuck in that elevator. Cause there's just like 50 million people trying to
It's
get
like an
down
anime.
to
Have you ever been to an anime convention and stayed at the convention hotel. It's like that, but less weird people, I guess, because anime they're actually all weird and you're confined in a tiny space with them, and they'll try and fuck with you and shit for like 50 floors, and you gotta go up and stop at everyone. That shit's a little weird. I mean, yeah, I enjoy it because I'm weird too. Shouts to anime. Okay, so what does everyone want to hear? Do you want to do what people don't want to hear about first, or what everyone wants to hear about? Just get out of the fucking way.
I think we should just talk about the games first. Like,
Okay,
and we can do all the drama shit
Okay.
later, I guess. I don't know.
it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Okay, well, you were streaming a myriad of games,
Yeah, what does that mean?
a variety
Okay.
of games on IPLAYWINNER. Marvel 2, I didn't see Marvel 2 because it was like before I woke up.
It was basically just Justin Wong just like politely destroying everybody. Politely saying
Okay.
destroying yeah.
Okay. Was it at least
That's
fun
pretty-
to watch?
Yeah. There's like, cause it was a modded Dreamcast or something, so
Oh.
it had like the crazy soundtrack on it or something, and
Okay.
everybody was going crazy in chat.
Did they have the Soldier Boy?
I don't know, but like halfway
Like,
through the tournament, I was like, "Can you like put in not a modded disc so I can actually upload this later?" And they're like, "Okay, yeah."
That's pretty hype though.
It was pretty cool.
TVC, KB's TVC copies modded, and it's like it has like Jet Set Radio. And when we were doing it at
Yeah.
Southbound, the chat would all just go fucking nuts over
Yeah,
there. Like,
yeah.
this is Jet Set Radio. That was pretty funny. Yeah, we also streamed Third Strike. I don't think. I guess Justin would have won that too.
Yeah, Justin won that too.
Yeah, I mean,
Those old games, man.
yeah, it's kind of hard to beat him in it. KOFXIII had a decent sized presence for a game that's been dead for 50 years. So it had like 30 people, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's very
you know,
good.
it took like 30 hours to do.
It was very good, and our very own IPLAYWINNER correspondent, Hell Pockets, got top 8. So
Did he get top 8?
he got top 8.
Oh, I thought he got
I don't
ninth or
know
something.
what place, but he didn't make top
It
8.
was tied for 7th if he got top 8.
Yeah, so good job, Hell Pockets. Doing better than other people. I was trying to make a compliment. I don't want to sound rude or anything. But it was I forget his name. It started with an A. Who won?
It was Ziwa. Starts with a
Ziwa.
Z.
Never mind.
Literally the exact opposite side of the alphabet. You couldn't have been any more wrong.
Well, the distance between A and Z on a keyboard is like this. So
You got me there.
just like my dick size. Boom.
But it was pretty high.
Blaze Blue. Oh,
Oh,
well. Go ahead.
No, that was pretty much that's all.
It's pretty much it. The Hellbox got top 8. It's like I won.
That would definitely a grand finals to watch once I get it up on YouTube
Okay, cool.
for sure.
Blaze Blue was streamed. There was pretty good number of anime cats there, at least Friday and Saturday. So I don't know. I really don't know how that worked. I would assume Pain won. Did Pain?
Was it 2 GB combo one? Or was that UNIEL?
No, that was UNIEL. But
Okay. So then
I-
it was Pain then.
I can look it up. I would assume Pain win because he's pretty dominant in that
Yeah.
game. Around here, I can just check real quick. Yeah, it was Pain, and then 0 Hour, of course, got second. 2G got fourth, so it's good. Clem from I believe Canada.
Mhm.
There's some Canadian players here, and he got third. So I'm sure it was cool to watch. Some international talent coming out for anime.
Yeah, the second and third place were the Canada guys, I think.
That was for under 9.
Oh, that was okay, that was for UNIEL. Okay.
I'm pretty sure 0 Hour is not Canadian.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right.
I think he's
you're
like in our
right. You're
chat
right. You're right.
sometime.
You're right.
Yeah, UNIEL, I got to see the tail end because it was pretty late in the day, so I got to run over and start rooting for 2 GB and start screaming and making an ass out of myself. It was Shouda versus 2 Gig on Grand Finals, so I got to watch that. Very, very good matches. I think a lot of the Hildas, because that was another. I don't think Shouda it wasn't the same guy. There's 2 Canadian Hildas that 2 Gigs had to play in 2 different majors, and they're both very good. So Canada might come out to Evo in full force for UNIEL and do very well. So I'd be interested to see that and in the side tournament at Evo. I think it's going to be pretty competitive, and we still have a number of Japanese players coming out for other anime games or Street Fighter and stuff that do play UNIEL. So we'll see.
I had no idea what was going on the entire time, obviously, but I mean, the game looks really cool, and Koopa was commentating it with somebody, but they made it like sound super hype, so hopefully it was hype.
I love UNIEL. It's a very good game. I wish more people came out for it, but there was that SakuraCon bullshit where Arxis was at, and they were doing like official meet and greets and stuff. So I mean, people would rather go to that if they liked anime, I guess. But I'm a lot of NorCal Killers. Yeah, Zero Hour is the goddamn Agatsuki. I know who that guy is. I played him before. 0 Hours Agatsuki is actually incredibly good for the worst character in the game, and he's even beaten 2 Gig at tournaments. So it's cool seeing him up there in top 8. What else? You also did KI. I don't know anything.
Steve just kind of bodied everybody.
As expected, I would assume.
And really good commentary from him too. So, I talked to him about commentating Evo. So hopefully, he does something like that because he's really good at the game.
He's also pretty good at NRS games, so he might jump on that too.
And I thought it was pretty hype. It was really hype last year, more so because there was just a lot of top players in the bracket, or a lot more. There really weren't this time around, but all the new characters and stuff were like I had never seen any of the new characters, and pretty much everybody was playing new characters.
Okay.
So, it definitely makes the game a lot more appealing, in my opinion. Now that a couple more characters are out.
Yeah, I mean the new characters all look fucking crazy and very interesting. The gameplay might not be the game system mechanics and stuff might not be my goodness the graces, but the character design is fucking amazing. Like some of that shit is just crazy. Like they just put the Grudge Girl into a game and made her a grappler. Like what the fuck? Like, it's just crazy. Like I don't know. I think it's very good. I think American game designers design characters incredibly well, at least aesthetically, and making you want to play that character.
So,
yeah.
I have a question. Do you know that character, the boxer guy? Do you know his name?
TJ Combo.
TJ Combo. All right. So,
yeah.
Funny story about that guy. It has nothing to do with like really the game or anything. But after the tournament was over, I see Crackfiend walking around with one of those bead things.
Mm-hmm.
And he bought a Balrog one, or so he thought.
So
he was wearing it for like a while, and then I just hear Jay-Z just start making fun of him about how that's not a Balrog and how it's a TJ beat thing, and so we just made fun of him for like 30 minutes and how he doesn't know his own character.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, because you look at it, they're
no.
not the same. It has a beard.
Yeah.
He has a beard, like, and it's completely. He has like hair.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're making fun of him. Anyways,
racist ass crack. Just at it again. No. You also got to stream some very tense gameplay of Marvel. You got to stream Toxic 16, I believe.
Yep.
Day 2 we did pools, and then Harrison went and did top 16. Pools are pretty cool. There's some very, very cool matches that were up on there, and it's very exciting. I got to commentate a little, and I hope you guys didn't hate it horribly. I'm sure the chat did, but
I heard the pools were deadly.
All the pools had 2 to 3 incredibly good players in them. So like it was really hard to find like an easy pool. There was barely any, and as soon as you got outside of your pool, it was just 16 fucking killers, like deadly motherfuckers, like people who can beat anyone. So like it was a crazy tournament, I think, for Marvel, and it's really showcased a lot of the game's strengths and stuff. And I don't know how top 16 did though. I really don't.
It was okay. I think it was Clockwork versus. It was like the first match on stream. I can't remember what it was, but it was super super close. And it was just like another one of those like drop combo fests. I felt like everybody was kind of playing bad all weekend, in my opinion, for Marvel.
I thought the 7v7, which we'll talk about in a bit, or we can just talk about it now. The 7v7 NorCal vs SoCal. I thought it was the sloppiest play I've ever fucking seen out of both regions. Should be ashamed of themselves. I thought it was a really bad look on everyone, besides like F-Champ. Like F-Champ just kind of bulldozed everyone. But like I thought it was really bad for both regions, their level of play. I thought top 8 was fine. I mean, there's always silly matches in Marvel. You can't avoid them, but I thought it was fine.
I don't know, man. That Chris G versus Clockwork match, like the first one, like that was really sloppy, man. That was really, really, really sloppy.
Yes, it was. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and say it wasn't sloppy. It was like nerves or something. But
It's not nerves for those guys anymore, dude. Like,
I don't know. I just want people to play better. I want my region to play better, and they clearly got fucked this tournament. And SoCal, I thought did poorly in the team tournament as well, but I mean top 4 was pretty much SoCal if you actually look at it. So you know,
yep.
I think it's a big wake up call for NorCal and showing that we're pretty bad, and I think SoCal isn't that good either, and I don't think East Coast is good. So who do I think is good? I don't know anymore. Maybe Midwest. I don't know. No, that was a joke. I don't know. I think scenes are like leveling out, plateauing across the board, but certain players aren't. You know, I think certain players are rising above their scenes.
Like who?
Like let's say Marvello, out in Florida, even full schedule to an extent. But otherwise, I mean, you could say Flocker and Green Ace, but they've been underperforming. We'll know more about the situation at CEO. I think CEO is the big determining what's the state of Marvel at the moment.
Well, I mean, the state of Marvel's dead, but
yeah. Well, what's the state of the deadness? You know, like is it a festive corpse?
Is it a dead horse? Like how?
Yeah. I don't know. Guilty Gear. You got to stream some of the pools and top 16 and stuff.
It was good. I think the matches that, I mean, it was really just kind of a couple people. It was like Kazunoko, Bagheera, Combo Fiend, and wow, who did I list? Oh, and
Pain. There's Nerd Josh.
yeah, Nerd Josh. That's what Nerd Josh. That's
Oh,
what it
she
was.
did. Okay.
And it was kind of, that was like it. Like,
I thought top 8 for Guilty Gear was fantastic. I thought it was good. I mean, Kazunoko did just straight.
no, yeah, it was really good. It was really close matches for the most part. And yeah.
I think Kazunoko, I mean, as expected, butt fucked everyone. But like everyone else playing, I thought they were pretty good. They showed off stuff. GC Yoshi made top 8. You know, that's pretty exciting. A Bedman in top 8. And Nerd Josh was killing it with Elfelt. I think he was really strong, and I'm surprised he even lost to Pain because that should be. I don't know the matchup, but I think it's like pretty even. I'm sure people will let me know, but I think Elfelt's just super strong right now, and I think she is better than Ramathal. If you can't do the Diageo combo shit, and Pain doesn't really do that shit, so. It was interesting. Good shit to Pain for getting second, showing off that NorCal Guilty Gear isn't as free as everyone says. And I've seen comments from people going like, NorCal sucks. I hate NorCal. You all poop. To an extent, I would agree, but I think it shows that there's less of a skill gap than was initially thought, I guess. And that's good for the game because it means there's actually rivalries that can go either way, and you can have money matches, you can have exhibitions, you can have good tournaments. Everyone's having fun. I think it's a good future for Guilty Gear, so we'll see how it goes at Evo, and I think it's going to be really good. You stream Project M? Are you allowed to do that?
Apparently we weren't.
Yeah.
So
I could have told you that. I didn't see it.
you're preaching to the choir here, all right? So I don't know why we did it, but
Don't put it on YouTube.
don't put it on YouTube. All right.
No. Don't even. We shouldn't. Well, no, Nintendo doesn't watch our show. But like, don't let Nintendo know you did it because they're really, really strict about it. Because they make people. They made those Smash guys stream, find like all this stuff that you can't do Project M stuff. That's why you don't see Project M anymore.
Okay, well, literally you're preaching to the choir here cuz I didn't want to do it. And I've told people that we shouldn't be streaming this anyway, knowing that it's not an actual game. And but whatever. That's what happens when somebody pays you money. You have to do what other people tell you to do.
How was it though? I hear that game is fun to watch. At
It
least.
was really hype, to be honest.
There's like crazy like super jump combos and stuff in that game. It really is a weird game. Like, yeah. So
It was just some like hype Donkey Kong player just like punching people in the face with his fist, and that was like kind of it, to be honest.
that's
Other than that, it was like whatever.
yeah. Before we get into finals day, I guess there was the after hours every day, both Friday and Saturday. I've been to both for a period of time. They were pretty fun. I would have liked to see more Marvel setups. There was more on Saturday, but Friday there was like two. Um, Maybe next time we probably make sure people bring setups for Marvel and stuff like that because it's kind of bring your own. I saw a lot of people getting games in. A lot of Street Fighter hype in there. A lot of random anime games were going on, like KOF, and um,
And
it was
Marvel.
cool to see everyone going into rooms and going into the big room and partying up and having fun. As long as everyone's having fun.
I thought it was
And
cooler that now that at least at that venue they have that after hours thing. It was cool to see the top players in the after hours room, as opposed to like kind of before. It wasn't invite only, but you kind of had to find
Yeah,
the rooms, and it
you
was
had
just
to know
like,
where the room was.
yeah, it
Like,
was
if
just
this is my
not.
first tournament. And I'm a stream monster, and I'm coming in. I'm like, oh, I don't know people. Like you can't really just go into rooms.
Yeah, exactly. So having that there for top players like come and hang out with like other players and stuff, I think is cool, and not
Yeah,
really, yeah.
and it's perfect for people who smoke various things. There's a smoking area like 2 feet away. You just
Yep.
go outside. Perfect. There, people aren't getting fined for smoking in rooms and stuff. Everyone's happy. I think it's a great idea. And Combo Breaker, which is coming up, they have a 24/7 venue, so their entire venue is 24/7. You
Damn,
just go
really?
in and out, and they have arcade setups that are 24/7, always active.
Damn.
So that's cool. I want people to move more in that direction. Obviously, you have to pay for security and stuff like that, or have volunteers. But for like vendors and stuff, or like stream equipment. Um, but I want people to go that direction. I think it's really good and fun for not only top players or people who play, even spectators who come and they want to watch after hours or get casuals in. They don't want to enter a competitive tournament. I know players like that who don't want to enter the actual tournament. They just want to come for casuals. So that was cool. Every year, I like it. So do more of that.
If you guys have any
Uh,
questions, you can send them to @HarrisonSBA and @Honzo Gonzo on Twitter. Did you do any like other after hours stuff?
I mean, I was pretty wasted. I was handing out tequila everywhere, and yeah, I was pretty drunk both times.
That was it.
Thank you to the anime cats in the anime room for providing the production with some X Factor and some Gatekeeper, which was the blue stuff. Do you enjoy the X Factor a lot, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
Yeah, everyone likes the sugary shit.
That was really good.
Yeah.
So, like, before when we were talking about the fact that like we were the only people in the hotel. So literally every room I went in during the after hours thing, people were just blasting music. Like not even just like, a
Yeah.
little bit. Like, people were yelling, people were blasting music to 11, people were just going nuts in every room, every single room. And in any other hotel, man, all of these rooms would have just been busted.
I have no idea how I could be so loud in a hotel, but I was screaming, I was yelling, and many other people in multiple floors in multiple rooms.
Yeah.
I mean, on our floor, the people across from us was the Showdown guys. They're fucking going crazy over
Yeah.
Street Fighter and shit. So like, I mean, it didn't affect me because I didn't really hear them, but
I just remember on Sunday, uh, we went back to the anime room to get some more X Factor, and was it Sunday? Yeah, it was Sunday. So, and then somebody there had like that rhythm game or something like that,
yeah, I believe it was Sleazoid.
and uh, and then I'm playing and I'm like doing okay, and I just hear like a backhanded compliment from Honzo Gonzo going, "Oh, look, we got a little like, pianist over here," something like that, and and it's like it is so loud. It is so loud, and then he turns it up. Like, not even like I'm gonna fuck. Just like turns it up hella loud, and I'm just like, how has nobody like had security called on anybody? It's like I don't know. It's
Apparently,
fucking. I think it was fucking
LeBron's
awesome.
saying that they had the third strike room to the side, a Marvel room on the other side, and they owned the rooms across the hall. So they just had a little block.
Oh really?
But I mean, that was the anime room, and they were loud. But I was at other rooms, and they were equally as loud. So
It was awesome.
I didn't hear about anyone getting noise complaints,
Nope.
and I usually do hear about it. Final round, they fucking raid rooms and shit. That shit's serious. I've seen motherfuckers get kicked out. I've been in rooms that have been like tense situations, and I'm just like sitting in the back like I'm white. I can't die, and I just like go into the under the bed. That's how you avoid the cops.
I'll tell you what though,
So-
Domino's Pizza made like 20 grand off of everybody. That was
Dude,
there.
me and I don't know if it was you or might have been Gibby. We were just like in the it was me and Gibby and Walkman. We're in the elevator with one of the Domino's dudes, and we're like, "You guys deliver here this late?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, I've been here like 12 times today." And I was like, "Okay, like it's like so if we need pizza, we're just gonna call you." He's like, "Hell yeah, I'll come here." So I was like, "Okay," and he's just like, "Yeah, everyone tips well, and I love it, so I just keep coming back." And I'm like, yeah, they really Domino's. Really, they say that's why I want to get a sponsorship from them. Maybe get like $1 off pizza or something.
Yeah, dude. Same thing, like the two chicks that showed up with my pizza. I was like, yeah, you guys like were delivering all the time here, and like, yeah, like basically every other delivery that they had was to that hotel.
Yeah. So I mean,
Everybody had boxes of pizza everywhere.
it
Everybody
was
smelled
cool
like
'cause
Domino's.
there was really nothing like really close that was
There wasn't at all.
convenient. Like there's Popeyes, but everything's like 5 to 10 minutes away.
Like
Driving,
you
so.
got to drive, unfortunately.
So having delivery is always a good idea. So maybe I'll suggest it in the future that we can work with Domino's or something. That'd be cool. I like all the food stuff that they provide because food's important, and saving money on it's really cool. That's why the CEO shit is really cool to me. Like 10% is not a lot, but at least it's something.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah, at least like a free advertisement.
Yep.
For all their stuff. So, anyways, the day of reckoning happened Sunday, and yeah.
Wait, before you start that, so last year, I believe, was it last year? I was supposed to play DKI FGC,
Okay.
and so we finally played. It's been a year later, and he's in chat right now, and he's supposed to subscribe if I beat him, and I beat him. So
Where's the subscription, buddy?
where's the subscription? Better see it in chat right now.
Oh yeah, it has to go before the end of the show. I better see it.
But yeah, it was pretty good for me. I guess I won, obviously, or else I wouldn't be telling him to subscribe right now. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's just cool to follow.
Hey, subscribe.
Oh, what's up?
Thank you, Zeke. It's always cool
Thanks,
to-
man. Thanks for subscribing.
I like seeing all our show cats out there. Everyone. It's like hanging out with people.
yeah, it's just, I haven't got a chance to play, and it's just finally nice to just play somebody. You know what I mean? I've just been working hella, and
I know. I only
it's
got
kind
to
of
play.
nice to get somebody that like goes out of their way to like play you.
I only got to play like 2 matches. Kyle P fucked me up.
So shout outs to DK FGC. Played some Street Fighter on Sunday while we were waiting for the inevitable blow up of top 16.
So, we had internet issues on Saturday. We didn't know what was causing them because there's a variety of factors that can cause internet issues. It could be the router, it could be the Ethernet cable, it could be the internet, it could be the ISP, it could be the server, it could be just Twitch just fucking dying because of LCS. There's a number of factors that could fuck up a stream. So it's hard to diagnose sometimes. So what we ended up doing was going to an alternate internet source of basically 4G, and it seemed to be fine. Now we went back to the hardline for Sunday, and everything was fine. There was one little hiccup, but I mean,
That was it. I was expecting, one hiccup, whatever. It's whatever.
Yeah,
it happens.
and it was fine from fucking 8 a.m. or 10 a.m. to
Literally the rest of the day, almost.
almost to like fucking 4 or 6 or something.
No, dude, until
It was actually probably like 67.
because it was in the middle of top 16.
Yeah, it was after the kerfuffle.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you guys have seen John Choi's post, it pretty much just says what happened actually, and I wasn't gonna be the one to say it. I mean, there was an Xbox, it was given up there, it had everything checked, but apparently there's something to do with how the game reads discs, and we have a disc always usually because I mean you just put the disc in and you go, and like when Spooky's changing out of the system, it really is you have to do it because we're going from Smash 4 to
Marvel or Street Fighter.
So we had to switch everything and put the Xbox down, make sure the game's run go. Like you have to do it quickly in order to start on time and everything. So it really wasn't. It's not. I wouldn't say it's an oversight of Spooky because like that's just normal procedure. You put the game in, you go. Like you don't check to see if the disc is the correct version of Ultra or where the fuck the reason is. So like, I don't know. I just don't. It was an unfortunate circumstance, to be honest. And the 4 matches got played, and
it was kind of just like, I don't know. It was just, it wasn't oversight. Yeah, it wasn't oversight. It wasn't kind of anything. It was just like, okay, this like randomly happened.
It just it's hard to when you're switching consoles and everything, and shuffling things, sometimes it just happened, and it wasn't really like it wasn't updated. It was really just the weird way that Street Fighter gets read on the Xbox
because it needs the correct disc, right, with the correct patch and all this stuff.
The disc has to be patched as well as because if the digital is patched, it doesn't mean the disc version is patched or some shit like that. So it was just like, and I've seen this at other majors. I'm obviously not gonna say what. Where this, I'm pretty sure now that I've seen this problem, that's what the problem was in before pools happened. Like some of the things were like acting a little weird, and it's like that's not how it's supposed to be. So, hopefully other TOs learn from this and be sure to check it out because I know some TOs. I mean, USF4, the new patches, it's pretty new. Some of these majors don't have a run on it, so it's good to know because I've seen it at least happen before pool. It's not like there's been tournaments that haven't been played on patch because there probably has been, but it's just an unfortunate, really stupid thing.
My goal in the future is to, while I still think it's kind of like right now it's like, in my opinion, it's the venue's responsibility in order to provide the setup, right? Just at the moment, that's just kind of way the situation is.
Yes. It's
Looking
usually the
looking at
TO.
this a year from now, my goal is to have an Xbox or a PS4, whatever, that flies with the stream crew, so this never happens. Like
That seems to be the consensus. So.
that's, but at the moment, like this is what happened. Like
And like you guys are like obviously probably the obvious question like why do you check it and all that stuff. But when a TO hands you something is like this is updated, I'm not gonna be like you're a liar. I'm gonna check it. Like it just happens. Like Spooky obviously heard from John that it was updated, and it's not like there's no TO that I've ever fucking met in goddamn FGC that doesn't check their consoles for the update. Every fucking TO does it.
yeah,
Ever. For every fucking major, every TO sits there and checks all their goddamn consoles. You cannot name me one. And so to insinuate that, it's not updated is just ridiculous to me. And, when the TO tells you that it's updated, you have to believe, like, you're probably going to believe him. I mean, it's fucking John Choi. Like, why the fuck would he not. It was just an unfortunate circumstance. And, yeah, it sucks.
but it was fortunate that they found out within those first couple matches too,
Yeah.
as
I mean,
opposed to in the middle of top 8 and then Snake Eyes goes to Green Hand, some person, and he keeps getting punished every time. So, I mean, it is what it is, in my opinion. I don't think it was the end of the world. As a matter of fact, I think that it would have gotten us more viewers if the internet didn't drop.
It did get us more viewers. We had an instant 10K bump as Seth and James were floundering on the stream. They were doing a very good job of filling in the gaps, I would say. I lament to think what Ultra David would say about it, but we're not in that situation, so we don't have to deal with that. But like they restarted it, and obviously people were mad, and everyone was going with it. But they did this. They played the games over, and Kazunoko unfortunately did get fucked over. Whether he would have won the original game if his character wasn't patched, I mean, some people say what, some people doesn't. It doesn't matter. He did get fucked. So, I mean, John Choi obviously offered to pay him a full trip to SCR, and that's a lot of money. So,
Especially if he's coming back from Japan.
yeah. So, I mean, at least there's that, and obviously, it's probably never going to happen in the future because either me or anyone running the stream. I am going to be taking pictures of the version numbers before every tournament. So if anyone would like to dispute it, I'll have those. But
And to anybody thinking that the whole weekend was wrong, you're wrong. It was
we had PR Balrogs set up.
Xbox, yeah.
Yeah, and we ran that PR Balrog setup. If you remember last year, they had the goddamn messages going up. That was because PR Balrog was playing online in the hotel for some reason. Fucking like, and it automatically connected. I was like, who does that? Like, who plays at the hotel? So it's it sucked, but I mean the show had to go on. And then it was obviously the behind the scenes was a little hectic and freaking out. I mean, I tried to remain calm, but I got a headache the first time in 12 years, And then I remember pretty clearly Harrison leans over, he's like, hey, check out this picture. And it's the Men in Black. It's like NCR staff be like the fucking
And then it's just them doing the mind erase pen or whatever. Oh man.
I cracked up.
I don't know.
I cracked up. I thought that was hilarious. But I mean, it happened. Then we had the whole internet fiasco, which really it fucked us over a lot because it's hard to switch to the 4G because it's a Capcom event, so you have to have approval and stuff like that. So we had to do stuff like that, and it was hard to diagnose. Obviously, I told you before, it's hard to diagnose who's actually having the problem.
Yeah.
If the hardline's working all day, obviously you don't assume it's that. But apparently, all of Comcast in Sacramento area, the grid got shut down, and that's coming from the hotel because I actually did take speed tests and had throttle, and it was basically the upload was just throttled to fucking hell. So obviously we were being throttled by Comcast, or we had a grid go down, and that has been happening. I sometimes retweet it because it does actually happen to me. My little box down here will turn orange, and I just won't have internet for like 10 minutes. So it has been happening up for me up here, and I think I'm on the same grid as over there because it's a pretty wide area, but not a lot of people. So I don't know. It just sucks. It sucks that happened, and we got it up running again and tried to, give you guys a good show. So I hope you enjoyed what was presented. Obviously it sucks having a shitty situations that, I mean, a number of things could have been avoided, but that's all in the past, and hindsight's 2020. So overall though, I think it was incredibly stacked, and we broke records and all that shit, even with all that stuff. So I mean, we had more numbers than final round even after the internet went down. So that's saying something about the momentum for Capcom Pro Tour. And yeah, I think we'll be fine in the future.
Cool. Is that it? Is that all you want to talk about?
I don't know. I assume there'll be a lot of questions about it. So thank you for everyone who showed up and said hi to us and all that stuff. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, we have a bunch of questions. So let's go over to that.
All right.
I can't answer. I don't want to answer that question. The freak out, because I can't tell you. I already know who did freak out more.
Oh yeah, I know too.
But I'm not gonna say it. Adrimage also asks, why was Christie using mags in the finals? I kept hearing for beam assist by swearing he never called it. He's done it before in the past and was successful. Yeah, his play was a little questionable, I guess. He really didn't call the assist line, which I thought was baffling, but he really did it for TAC Infinite, but he kind of failed it. And it's not like Christie hasn't done before and it's been successful. It's just that he just really wasn't successful with it. So, yeah. I don't know. I can't tell you what's going through his mind. At Nerd Josh asks, why were you all so sexy? And what is this overwhelming feeling that I should leave my eyes closed for multiple hours?
My guess is you're tired.
I think you're tired. Yeah. It's pretty tiring going to a tournament. Why are we so sexy? I mean, have you seen our faces? At ScottBox64 asks, on a scale from 1 to 10, how proud are you guys of Hell Pockets making a top 8 at KOF and NCR 2015? Harrison? 1 to 10.
I'm proud of him.
1 to 10 though.
1 to 10, like a 7.
7?
Yeah.
Solid 4 for me.
Solid 4. Solid 4. Hey, together that makes it 11. So
that's an 11. That's more than 10. So congrats. I think EX Wildwolf has a question for you.
EX Wildwolf asks, Harrison, is Honzo Gonzo really that?
Well, I wouldn't be if you actually went up to met me because I know you're at NCR. Boom, gotcha.
He's like,
if you want to say hi to me, you can just say hi to me. I'm not that big of an asshole. But when I am streaming, I am a big asshole. And do not come up to me because I'll tell you to fuck off. And, yeah. I have no regrets over that.
Everybody saying solid 4. If you get that reference, yeah. Champagne Hoochie asks, since Japan has taken over the U.S. tournaments, think any U.S. players will be at Capcom Cup? Well, yes. Because there's 32 entrants for
the sheer amount. Like,
there's got to be somebody in there, right?
What do you you throw a bunch of M&Ms at a wall, one of them has to break. That's completely the wrong analogy that I just used. But
yeah, I think NuckleDoo for sure in there. Justin will make it in there somehow.
Yeah. PR Rod.
Pirog.
Do you think Snake Eyes will make it? I think he will, but he
I
won't
think he
be
will.
that high.
I think if Smug goes to enough events, he'll make it. I don't know how he's going to get to these events to get the points, but if he does, he'll make it for sure.
That'd be exciting to have Smug there. I want more East Coast players coming over to Capcom Pro Tour. I mean, Capcom Cup.
Same thing with Dominion. If he keeps making it to events, he'll make it in.
Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing some of the European qualifiers as well. I mean, there's quite a few. And even Southeast Asia has a bunch. So there might be a lot of names we don't know coming up.
Yep. There's a lot of spots. A lot of spots.
So it'll be very exciting. I think Capcom Cup's gonna be very exciting. Very interesting tournament. At Tone Loki asks, to improve at fighting games, please rank in importance. Execution, matchup knowledge, time played, attitude, fundamentals.
I'll let you go first.
I would say
Yes.
fundamentals, matchup knowledge, attitude, time played, execution.
To improve at fighting games. What? Say it again. What was it again?
I said matchup knowledge, fundamentals, attitude, time played, execution.
Mine would be attitude. Attitude, fundamentals, matchup knowledge, execution, time played.
I think time played is.
Time played is last.
I think you have to play a lot.
I think you have to play a lot, but I don't think that necessarily just makes you a good player.
True.
So I think while that's important, I think out of those things, it's the last on the list. Just because playing a lot doesn't make you good.
I think time played and execution are the same. I would
see, but I don't think you need execution.
I don't need it. That's why I'm saying I think those two, like even if you have execution, you can still be bad. Like I've seen plenty of people who can do crazy combos, are consistent with stuff, and they're still lose. Like it really is determinant on neutral, which is matchup knowledge, I would assume, stuff like that, and your attitude and your like how good you are at fighting games. How good you are at fighting games carries you way more than a lot of things. Because look at Justin Wong. Like Justin Wong will still play a lot of games, and just because he's a good fighting game player, he'll beat a lot of people. Like in Mortal Kombat. I mean, that MK9 tournament is a perfect example. Justin was just better than those people at fighting games. He wasn't necessarily better than at MK9. He was just better than them.
I think I still like attitude number one for me, my opinion, because I know so many people, and I've played so many people that either play me and tell me after I beat them, like, oh, like, I didn't think I was going to beat you anyway, or, you know, something like that. And if you go into any match ever with that kind of mindset, you're never going to win. So I think thinking you're going to win is the first step into winning. Because if you don't believe you're going to win, then you're not going to win.
I agree. I think attitude's pretty important, but I don't know. It's hard to change attitudes.
It is, but it's important.
I would say that too. I think if you want to improve quickly, the easiest thing you could do is learn matchups and fundamentals. Attitude's obviously incredibly important, but I don't think it's easy to change at all. I mean, I still have some of the same attitudes I had, bad habits, for years now. It's very hard.
Scott Box asks, how was commentating at NCR, Honzo? Because you're washed up. Have you considered being a full-time commentator?
No. I want to commentate more. I just like insulting people. I think it's funny, like their play. I try and be supportive of players, even though I am insulting them at the same time. Like sometimes they have to hear it. Like if you're dropping combos in 2015 in Marvel, maybe you're just bad and you need to learn combos. You know, stuff like that.
Probably.
And I do think I know a lot about Marvel. More so than a lot of other commentators. Wink, wink. AKA every commentator ever. Boom.
I don't think he's. I mean, to answer that second part of the question, I don't think your goal is to be a full-time commentator.
No. I would never wish that on anyone. So.
He also asks, or he also says, I thought you were pretty solid commentator, to be honest. Lots of Marvel knowledge.
Thank you. It's okay if you insult me. I don't mind. At Hoochie asks, how was touching Spooky's computer and tweeting from his and James' phone? Let me just get this clear, because everyone seems to think it's me. I never, ever message, tweets, or do anything from other people's accounts without their permission. I have done it before with their permission. I will never do that, because I think it's really rude. Disrespectful. I will never do that. Like, if I had Harrison's phone and his Twitter's open, I wouldn't go to, like, fucking at Hitler. I fucking love you and shit like that. Like, no, I wouldn't do that. It's public.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You're a true friend.
How would touch these week's computers? Whatever. I mean, that was a new computer. That was Max 2.0.
I touched it too.
I'm technically not allowed to touch that one. Actually not allowed to touch that one, but
wait, you didn't actually you touched his actual computer. You didn't really touch the stream station.
Oh yeah, I was actually using his actual computer. You're right. It felt good, I guess. If only I could tell you what the auto fill-ins were saying.
Base Rainbow asks, what was your favorite match at NCR and why? Also, why don't you come to YM Dojo anymore? Damn, get blown up. I mean, I almost want to say, like, Knuckle Dew versus Kasanoko the second time they played each other.
The first time I played it was really, really interesting. Yeah. But then it was like, I was like, we can't use the double KO. Like, that was such a crazy moment.
I know. It's very rare that Kazunoko gets downloaded too, I feel like.
It's true. It really does show, even if it's a set that he had with Kazunoko, how quickly Knuckle Dew adapted and applied his game plan. It really does show a lot of how good Knuckle Dew is, given that he had experience with them incredibly recent, and he just used that to his advantage.
And I don't come to YM Dojo anymore because I work. I was gonna actually go this Monday, but Josh couldn't host it this Monday, so I couldn't go. I actually had this Monday off, and I couldn't go because there wasn't one.
I was actually planning on going yesterday, but I was like, at 5 o'clock, I was like, let me just take a quick nap, and I woke up at like midnight. I was like, oh, that wasn't very quick, so I couldn't go. But I do want to try and come out more. I know, I need to play more everything.
Laban says, yo, it was nice getting to know you and sharing your origin story with me before I fully turned into EX Laban.
Yeah, EX Laban's too much.
It's pretty damn EX.
You kept you kept threatening to suck my dick, but you never did. So like,
Gibby says EX Laban $2.
At AZ Angelic asks, why is Livin' La Vida Loca the best Marvel 2 song? Was Livin' La Vida Loca on that?
Was it? I don't remember. I would have recognized that song if it was playing.
That is actually quite a good song. Soulja Boy, I forget the song name. I think it's just Soulja Boy. What's the song name? That shit's crazy. Like, then when they had the Neo Clockwork Money Match, sometimes that stage would pop up and I was just going nuts. It was too much.
Devilfish asks, have you ever spooned before? Have you two ever spooned before? Also, why did you screw up Capcom Cup Honzo? I knew the old patch was you. It wasn't him. And no, we have not spooned.
We have not spooned, but I was cold a couple of days. Me and Walkman slept in the same bed Sunday. That was nice.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
He's married though, so. That's not gonna work out for you.
Walkman is not married.
What?
Walkman is not married.
He's not?
No.
Oh, I thought he was. Am I crazy?
I've not heard of this. I've not heard of his wife.
Oh,
I talk to him almost every day.
my bad.
All right, I'll ask him later. He's married to the weed. That's what he's married.
What?
At DKI
Holy fuck, we have
FGC
so many questions.
At DKI FGCS, when's your new single coming out? Probably in a week or two. I still have to make the video. I do have a new rap coming out, if you guys are interested. People talking about mentions. At Down 2S, now that you do 120 hours, 5 days of the show that sucks. Oh, I guess 120 shows, so that's 5 days technically. Will you ever do the show that sucks marathon? That seems like a horrible idea, and I think everyone would hate it.
I think people forget that the first 27, 26 episodes are just a blank screen, where it's just a splash
And are
page.
bad.
And are, yeah, really, really bad. Wow, there's 120 of these things.
Yeah.
God. I've been staring at your face for 100 episodes.
I stare at my face every day. At DKI FGC also asked, what tech company should I try and get a job at in 2 days so I can enter Hacker Fight? I hear NVIDIA's hiring. So try that. Try that.
Wait, try what?
NVIDIA.
Alright, I gotta get a job there.
They're hiring. Goddamn. At Mecha MacGyver asks, what's it like being a gigantic tool? It's great for me. I love it. Every day I wake up and look in the mirror. It's like, how do I be a douche? How do I douche it up today? So I spray on Axe. Just walk out into the world.
Oh, man.
And of course, at Chris Egg asks, how much are we going to destroy Mr.
Oh, yeah, so by the way, if you guys haven't been catching on, it's actually at the top of the screen. The next tournament is Hacker Fight on Friday. And, well, actually, I'll describe all that. But to answer that question, pretty badly.
I'll fuck up Seb so hard and I don't even play this game. And then when I lose, I'm going to be like, I don't even play this game. But when I win, I'm going to say, I don't even play this game.
It's the NorCal option select.
So already. I still have to find a character to play. I want to play Rose, I guess. But I wanted to branch out, maybe. I'll figure it out.
Champagne Hoochie asks, how do you think Smug will do at Topanga? If Smug is, or if Punko's there, he'll get a win. Other than that, I don't think he's gonna do that great, in my opinion. But I don't know. Like,
the problem with Smug is he's really
well, one is character.
One is character. I mean, as fun as Dudley is to watch, he's not that good. He's pretty he falls into patterns, I feel, and it feels like he doesn't like adapt to certain strategies. Like Daigo was pretty much just focus backdashing him pretty consistently almost every time. So on wake up. So I mean, he really never punished it. I'm sure he's aware of this, but
he did. He fell into a pattern versus Daigo. He kept doing the same block strings. He kept getting uppercutted every single time. Yeah.
It was and you can't be doing that against especially top Japanese players because they're all about finding the way that you're gonna do and counter it. That's all they always just want to counter. And like Smug didn't even play Fudo, and I think Fudo is just you actually just can't have a game plan against him because he's so fucking lame. He just sits there, and you just have to sit there too. You're like, okay, this is fun, and like
it's not. I think that's the joke. But yeah, I'd have to look to see who's in it, to be honest, and look at the matchups. But I don't know. It all just depends on how well he does in the corner, which I feel like is every match for him. As long as he doesn't work his way into the corner, he's okay.
Yeah. I think, and he could be saving stuff and just explode at Topanga. You never know.
Why would you save yourself for Topanga League?
Get those bitches, man. I don't know. It's Japanese pro hosts. That's what I would do.
Okay. That it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even. All right. So this Friday is is Hacker Fight 1.4. If you guys don't know what that is, it is a tournament held by Facebook employees for other tech companies to play Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter Super Turbo. And if you are part of a company or a tech company, you can actually, I think registration's over.
Yeah, so you have to be like, it's like a month ahead of time or something.
No, it ended today.
Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot.
I think it's over, but I think the first Hacker Fight we had, I want to say we had like 16 teams or something like that, maybe a little bit more. Last time I checked, there was 66 teams for Ultra Street Fighter 4.
I'm ready.
66 teams. That is pretty freaking insane.
My goal is to not go into Harrison. So we have to carry Seg. We have to win the match.
And then I have to carry you while you carry Seg. So basically, I'm just carrying you and Seg.
I can beat some people. I have okay records against some people. Okay. Not good, but okay.
But you guys can check out the stream right here on twitch.tv/IPLAYWINNER. And it's going to be pretty hype. I'm pretty excited because every event is super sick. And there's a lot of killers that you guys forget about that work at these tent companies. So
yeah,
it's pretty fun.
Maybe we'll see Van Geef.
Maybe we will. Maybe we'll
pop out of the hole. Yeah. So that's coming up. Is that it?
I think that's it, unless you have like a Honzo story or something.
I do.
Okay, let it rip.
So, me and Gibby were taking an elevator, and some inebriated ladies got in, and they were quite inebriated to the fact that I thought that one of them would just pass out in the goddamn elevator. But one of them suggested to another lady that they rub her tits in Gibby's face. And me, being the supportive friend that I am, I said, yeah, you should really do that, like right now. And the lady was like, I don't know, I don't want it. I'm like, nah, it's cool. He's yeah, just do it. And they got off the elevator. That was it. That's a true story too.
If you guys want to follow me, you can follow me at HarrisonSBA. If you want to follow Honzo Gonzo and his outrageous stories where nothing happens, you can follow him at Honzo Gonzo. If you guys don't want to follow either of us, make sure you guys follow us on twitter.com/IPLAYWINNER, youtube.com/IPLAYWINNER, facebook.com/IPLAYWINNER. If you guys want to check us out later or, leave a comment on the YouTube video, just go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/IPLAYWINNER. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment on the video. If you guys want to check out any show, you guys can go to IPLAYWINNER.com, go to the podcast section, and every single show is there in YouTube or MP3 format. Thanks for watching, guys. Episode number 120. We'll see you guys on Friday for Hacker Fight. Peace.